Hello guys, I'm Bharat, the options guy, and welcome back to my channel. And again, market's doing the same thing, opening with a gap up, and then we seeing a sell off, right? Same thing happened yesterday. Also, we opened with a gap up, and then we saw a sell off, right? So again, at this point, it doesn't look like both the buyers and sellers are in control, but definitely sellers are not able to take the market down from here. So tomorrow, if we again open with a gap up, then I don't think the markets will be, I mean, the sellers will be able to take the market down again, because at this point, again, we've opened with so many gap ups that at after a certain point the sellers will give up their positions, and then we will get to go to higher levels, right? Again, if you see market still kind of being a little bit range bound over here. If you see from 3 days, markets are pretty much trading in a small kind of a single range over here, and then in the end, if you see today, that range kind of got broken. So we'll need to see what exactly can happen over here, right? Tomorrow, if you open with a gap up somewhere near 45,000 on all these levels, even 44,900 for that matter, I don't think we will get any sort of a good trade over here, because there is good resistance on the upside and there will be good support on the downside. So if you open in the middle over here, then we'll do nothing, right? We'll only go ahead and buy above 45,120, 130 to 120, and on the downside we'll only go ahead and sell below 44,680, right? Before this, in this kind of 500 point range, we'll just do nothing, because at this point things could get a little bit volatile, right? Again, if we open with a very big gap up somewhere near 45,000, we'll again wait for the markets to kind of consolidate over here for some time, and then we can expect a breakout, right? Because if the markets kind of go ahead and break out after opening itself, I think we can see a good momentum. But again, if we can consolidate over here for some time and then break out, we can see a more proper momentum over here, right? Again, if we open with a gap up, then we will not sell, we will not buy. But I think if you open the gap up, the buyers will kind of start shifting towards buyers again, because again, after opening gap up for multiple times, right, sellers cannot take the market down every time. So again, if you open with a gap up, then do not kind of try to sell until unless today's low is broken, right? On the downside, if you open with a gap down, then I think we can see a very good sell off in the market, right? Because over here both the buyers and sellers are trying to fight the market, and if we open the gap down, the buyers will have to square off their positions also. So at this point, if you open the gap down even near 44,600, 44,500, any of these levels, we can do two things, right? Either we can wait for the markets to come back up till 44,700, and once we start seeing bearish price action being made in 5-minute chart near 44,700, then we will go ahead and start selling over here. Our target can be very big, but you can keep a target of 44,500 also, or you can wait for the day low to be broken. Say if the markets made a day low of 44,470, let's for an example, after opening with a gap down, right, in the first candle, and then markets kind of started moving up, then once that day low is again broken, then you guys can go ahead and take a bearish trade also. Your target can then also be 44,200 very easily, right? Because over here both the buyers and sellers are having a very good fight in the market, and whoever wins will get, I mean, we could see a very good momentum in that side of the market, right? If you open flat and start crossing downwards, same thing, we will go ahead and sell, we will not hesitate. Because if we are opening flat and then we are starting to move down, then again buyers will square off their positions over here. And I mean, buyers are trying to hold the market up, right? Buyers are definitely trying to hold the market up, but every time we cannot see a selling after opening. So if in the first like first 15 to kind of 20 minutes, or the first two or three candles, first two or three 15-minute candles, we see selling, then we can expect the market to move down very good from here, right? Again, if we do not see selling and if we see buying coming over here, then same thing, markets will be stuck in a range for a day, but then we can expect a breakout on the expiry day, or a very good up move on the expiry day afterwards, right? Talking about Nifty, Nifty was definitely way more stronger than Bank Nifty, and as I said to you guys yesterday also, focus, if you want to sell, then focus on bank nifty, and if you want to buy, then focus on nifty, right? So if you see in nifty, I said above for 90,004, above this high over here, we'll go ahead and buy. And if you see from there, we got a pretty clean momentum till 19,500, right? So you would have gotten a very good trade over here also in the morning. Again, over here, Nifty is also at a very crucial stage. If we open with a gap down tomorrow, then probably we could see a momentum down till 19,200. Maybe not tomorrow itself, maybe in a day or two. But we could see a very good momentum tomorrow if you open with a gap down. So if you open with a gap down somewhere near 19,380, then you can again wait for the day low to be broken. That's one thing. Like, once say if the markets open at 19,380, they make a low of 19,3, maybe 19,362, right? And the markets then again start moving up a little bit. So you can do two things. Either you can start adding, add full quantity near 19,420. So once the gap will be filled over here, then the markets could take resistance and start moving down again. Or you can wait for the day low to be broken again, and then you can start adding quantity, and your target will be first of all 19,300 to 320. That will be your first target, and your second target will be 19,200 on the downside. That is if you open with a gap down. If you open flat and start moving down, then you can take a trade over here till 19,370 to fill this gap, and then the market nifty could again start moving up from there, right? Because nifty is not weak, to say the least. Nifty is not very weak. Bank nifty is weak, so nifty could move down over here and then start moving up, right? So again, if you open with a gap down and start crossing 19,420, you can go ahead and take a trade. And once we get a 5 minute or 15-minute closing below 19,405, which is today's low, then you can go aggressive till 19,370 only, right? Because this is a good support in Nifty. So maybe markets might take some support from here and then again start moving up and hit a new all-time high. If you open with a gap down, if you open with a gap up particularly, then Nifty will be very strong over here, because Nifty is already strong and it is opening with a gap up, right? So then things could again go, and we could see Nifty making a new all-time high again tomorrow, right? So if you open with a gap up, then we want the markets to stay over here for some time. We do not want the markets to break out instantly from here. Either the markets could go down and make a small kind of take a very small pullback, 20-30 points, and then start moving up. Even that's fine, but we do not want a kind of a straight breakout from here, because that could kind of fail over here, and then the markets could again kind of get a little bit sideways, and then they might move up. So your stop loss might get hit, and then the markets might move up, right? So if you want a good trade, then we want the markets to kind of wait over here for some time and then break out on the upside, right? So if we open flat and start moving up, then again same thing, we will add a little bit of quantity. We will not go very aggressive till 19,500. I mean, you could take this trade from 19,450 to 19,500, but don't go very aggressive unless today's high is broken. Once today's high is broken, then we'll again go very aggressive till 90,600. That will be our first target on the upside. So yeah guys, that was it for today, and thank you for watching till the end. I think selling that is happening in the market, right? It is kind of not really a very strong selling, I would say, at least as of now. So tomorrow we'll need to see first of all where the market opens, and then we can decide where the market goes from there, right? So again, as I said, you can see Bank Nifty is kind of moving in this channel over here, right? Again, I could make that for you very fast over here. Yeah, if you see, this is kind of a channel that is going on in Bank Nifty. So again, not a very bearish sign in Bank Nifty, if you see, right? We move in this channel, and whenever this type of a channel is made, right, what it is indicating is that the selling is slowly happening, and that's why the trend on the downside is not very steep, right? So that means if the market start moving out of this channel, then we can expect a very good sell-off. But until and unless the markets are in this channel, we could most probably expect a breakout on the upside, and then a very good move on the upside, not on the downside, until unless the lows of the channel is broken, right? And when will that happen? That will happen if you open with a gap down, right? So again, you can make this trend line in your own chart also, and maybe tomorrow if you open a gap down somewhere near 44,500, and once we start testing this channel again, you can also take a trade over here also, right? That is also an option for you to kind of go ahead and take a trade. So yeah guys, that was it for today, and thank you for watching till the end. I'll see you tomorrow in another video. Bye bye.